Hey there, I'm Angella Sharpe, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I hope you had an awesome weekend, quite a busy weekend with Mardi Gras and blues games and ambush games. And speaking of the ambush, a little bit later on in the show, you are gonna have a chance to win 4 midfield tickets to a St. Louis ambush game. So you know you're gonna have to keep it locked right here on the Daily Mix. So did you hear about Lady Doritos? Last week, social media was up in arms thanks to a remark made by CEO of PepsiCo. Now, she told Freakomatics Radio that women eat Doritos differently. They don't like to crunch too loudly in public or lick their fingers. Apparently, she's never been with me when I eat Doritos. But thanks to that British tabloid, The Sun, her comments spread like wildfire and caused quite the uproar. I mean, when I heard about it, I was pretty mad because that's how I eat Doritos. I don't think women eat Doritos any differently than men, but you know. Now, some people talked about how Pepsi was going to make some Lady Doritos. Well, apparently this was all a misunderstanding. It didn't take long for the company to release a statement that said the report was inaccurate and that they already have Doritos for women. They're just called Doritos. Doritos are for everyone. So I don't know if that was a marketing ploy they realized went bad and they fixed it, or if it never was one, but either way, I like to lick my fingers when I eat Doritos. Now here's a good one for people who are tired of going to parties and having to hold on to their drink. I don't know. Okay, so here's what the thing is. Now you can be the envy of all your friends as you hold your bottle or can hands-free. It's the bottle belt, and it can do it for you. It is a belt buckle that opens up to hold your beer or bottle or can or whatever it is you're drinking. I think it's ridiculous and quite silly, but it's kind of country, and you guys know I'm kind of country. So actually an ex-boyfriend had been sharing this online, saying that he really wanted one of these. I quite frankly think Denver is kind of silly, but there it is. If that's something you're into, you can check it out. Later on in the show, we're gonna have Chuck Maher and Bo Matthews on here talking all things poker and how you can support the police by playing some poker. Plus, you know, Bo is a good friend of mine. And the legendary Big Dawg will be in the house, so keep it right here on today's Daily Mix. There was a lot going on over the weekend. The opening ceremonies of the 2018 Winter Olympics were broadcast Friday night, and a lot of people were surprised when they tuned in and saw a new host for the broadcast. After nearly 30 years of hosting, Bob Costas decided it was time to pass the torch. He actually made that announcement last year, but it was clear in the internet world that people were not prepared for his absence. There was a lot of posts popping up on social media asking where he was, where the veteran sportcaster was. And when they saw Mike Tirico in the seat, they were kind of confused. Now, there's also some posts about the Gingham style playing while Team USA made their round the stadium, and the return of Tonga's shirtless flag bearer, because, you know, all things trending. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm watching that man right now, and it's a good-looking man. He can be shirtless all he wants to. So what did you think about this year's opening ceremony? I actually didn't get a chance to check it out due to a hockey game, but kind of cool. Definitely check that out. You guys know I love Bob Costas. Of course, the other big event this weekend was Mardi Gras. The Mayor's Ball took place Friday night, followed by the popular Grand Parade on Saturday. Now, this year was definitely a cold one, but that did not stop the crowds from coming out in full force. This year's theme was celebrating the Muni's 100th anniversary, which, by the way, I think is awesome. Everybody knows I love the Muni and I love Mardi Gras, but to me, in my head, those two things really don't go together. When you think Muni, you think musicals and up-class and upstanding citizens, and when you think Mardi Gras, you think debauchery and drinking. So I think it's kind of fun that they crossed over today. Maybe that'll bring a whole new class of people to the Muni. It was the first time I wasn't working, so I got a chance to check it out as a spectator. And you know what? It sure is a lot of fun to catch those cheap beads as people throw them. And of course, our cameras are there. You can catch the highlights from the parade right here on STL TV. Check out stltv.net for more information. Now the Cardinals will be back in action before we even know it, and Ballpark Village is gearing up for its 5th baseball season. They're currently hiring workers for their open hospitality positions. They've teamed up with the St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment. American Job Center will be hosting a job fair on Tuesday, February 13th. Now, job seekers should bring in a form of ID to register, and you can check that out right there. February is Earthquake Awareness Month in Missouri. Southeast Missouri is home to the New Madrid zone, and that area is still active today. So throughout the month, the Missouri Department of Public Safety is reminding us how to prepare and how to respond during an earthquake. A few things you can do now to prepare include bolting bookcases to wall studs, installing strong latches on cupboards, and slapping water heaters to the wall, also with wall studs. You should also have an emergency kit that includes flashlight, first aid kit, radio, drinking water, and blankets. You should also develop a family communication plan. If you do experience an earthquake, remember to drop to your knees, cover your head, and get under a desk or table and hold on until the shaking stops. You can find more information to prepare for an earthquake at sema.dps.mo.gov. Now, do you know a high school senior who has shown outstanding sportsmanship? The St. Louis Sports Commission is accepting nominations for its annual Carl Frick's Sportsmanship Scholarship. The organization will award over $17,000 in scholarship funds, with the top award winner receiving $10,000 towards higher education. Candidates should be graduating high school seniors in the St. Louis area who embody the ideas and values of sportsmanship, including honesty, integrity, kindness, and compassion, both on and off the playing field. Nominees can be athletes or others connected to an athletic team, including team managers or performance athletes. That does not really factor into the equation. Nominations must be received by April 16th. Application packets are available online at sportsmanship.org/scholarship. Oh, and you know I'm not going to talk about high school. I'm going to swing it back to Webster Groves native. Musician first class Jenny Stokes will be coming home soon while she's on tour with the United States Navy Band. The 2018 tour is bringing 21 concerts to 12 states, and 2 of those concerts will be right here in the St. Louis metro area. Now, a graduate of Webster Groves High School, Stokes earned a Master's of Music and Bassoon Performance from the New England Conservatory in Boston. She taught bassoon while performing with several notable symphonies and orchestras before joining the Navy Band in 2009. She is currently a member of the Navy Band World Woodwind Quartet and serves as the principal bassoonist in the U.S. Navy. There will be 2 chances to come out and see Stokes and the U.S. Navy Concert Band in March. They'll be performing at the Two Hill Performance Arts Center at Umsel on March 7th at 7:30, and again at Edwardsville High School in Edwardsville, Illinois on March 8th at 7 p.m. The performances are free and open to the public. For more information, visit navyband.navy.mil. Gotta love that. You know, Webster Groves, it's my pride. If you are looking for some fun ways to stay healthy, you're going to want to mark your calendars for St. Luke's Spirit of Women's Day of Dance. Now be a part of the St. Louis's largest dance party and start your morning off with Zumba and other fun dances, fitness demos, hip hop, top 40, belly dancing, and even jazzercise. They'll also have yoga, tai chi, and kickboxing. In addition to all the fun fitness classes, they will be offering free glucose and blood pressure and BMI screenings. You can even do a little shopping while you're there. This event will have a popular half-price massage sales. They'll be there once again. The event is free, but registration is required. It takes place on Saturday, February 24th from 9 until noon at the Doubletree Hotel in Chesterfield. To register, go to stlukes-stl.com. Okay, so I promised you a giveaway at the top of the show. I actually work for the St. Louis Ambush, and I've been having a blast doing it. I'm their in-game host, which means I, hang out with the fans and do little games in the stands. Well, we're gonna have an opportunity for you guys to win 4 midfield tickets to the ambush for one lucky winner. Now, all you have to do is send us an email at thedailymix@stltv.net, and we will select a winner on Wednesday, February 21st. The thing that's really fun about the ambush that I think is a little bit different and people don't necessarily anticipate is, we can play music during play, and everything's really geared towards children and hanging out and kind of making the child and the family experience a lot of fun. So this is a great way to kind of bring your family out, experience professional indoor soccer, but in a way that kids can, have a lot of fun and dance around and make noise. We encourage screaming and yelling and cheering. That's what we really like. So there you are right there, thedailymix@stltv.net. Send us a message and we'll check it out. All right, that much anticipated release of Disney's Marvel latest film, Black Panther, is finally here. Chances are you may even have your tickets already. It's becoming Fandango's top-selling advanced ticket superhero film of all time. But did you know that a Black Panther has local ties? East St. Louis native Reginald Huddold is credited with making Black Panther the best-known Black superhero in America. He wrote the first 38 issues of Volume 4 of Black Panther and took it to the next level as a digital comic and animated series that aired on BET. According to The Root, his animated series had more of an impact on the superhero than any of the writers before him. That's amazing. Any of them combined, making Black Panther one of the best-known Black superheroes ever. And now the Black Panther is coming to the big screen. Let's take a look.
You're telling me that the king of a third world country runs around in a bulletproof catsuit? Why don't you ask him yourself? Because he's right outside. Bingo.
My king.
Stop it.
The Black Panther lives.
A war is coming.
That's damn calm.
Watch me do my.
I hope you're ready, bro. Because I'm just getting started. Let's have some fun.
You show off.
They don't want to see me get into the check. They just want to see me swimming in the don't drown on ground with a team. They don't want to freeze.
I want your weapons.
How you want to play?
Your secrets.
Ops on the radar.
It's all mine now. Is this your king? This ends today.
Black Panther opens in theaters on February 16th. For the latest movie updates, you can follow Black Panther on Facebook. And it's my favorite part of the show. It's when we get to introduce our guest. I am Chuck Maher and the big dog, Bo Matthews. I'm so excited I get to interview Bo Matthews. How weird is this?
We've known each other a really long time.
We sure have. You're my idol.
No. We're friends.
Friends, that is my idol.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Now, you guys, we have to kind of go way back in time for this.
Okay.
So you guys are doing a benefit for the police
Yes.
where we play poker.
Yes, it's a Texas Hold'em game, and if you remember that felt painting of dogs playing poker,
Right.
Kind of spun off of that. So we call it the Big Dogs Playing Poker, Big Dogs Poker Bash, and it benefits the first responders, the police department, Eureka Police Officers Association, and it's basically Chuck and I have been playing cards together like house games for a long time. We're like, why don't we do this and scale it and raise money for a great fund? And we've done that. Talk about the scholarships that have been given out.
Well, over the last 3 years, we started the Eureka Police Officer Support Fund about 3 years ago. Over the last 3 years, we've been able to give out 12 scholarships to police officers' families, to their children.
And we do it at a really cool venue. You should come out. We could put a bounty on your head.
Wait, well, let's talk about this. Okay, so for the novice,
Okay.
maybe somebody's watching, they don't play a lot of Texas Hold'em.
Maybe they play on an app. They play Texas
Or they
Hold'em.
play a little bit, or they should still come out because you guys do a lot of fun things. It is very competitive, but there also is a way for people to have fun who aren't as good.
We've had beginners win the whole thing. Out of like last year, we had 96 players. Those guys were really good. The dad and the son that won at the final table. But it's just a big house game. You know, people eating good food. As a matter of fact, his son is doing the pulled pork. All the food's included. The beverages are included in your registration. Your seat to the game. We've got a bunch of raffle items. Him and his wife have been working crazy on that stuff.
Raffle items and selling auction. And if somebody wants to come out, say a spouse doesn't play, they can still come out. We have food tickets there where they can eat and drink.
Oh, so they can kind of watch and
Be a
hang out
spectator.
and be a spectator of it. Now, you mentioned bounties. So you're an icon. I'm going to say it again because I can, because it's my show. So you've got a bounty on your head. So if somebody knocks you out, they win a prize, right?
They're going to win, yeah, whoever knocks me out of the game, which will happen because I've only made it to the final table once, but I have Miranda Lambert tickets that I'm going to be giving away
That's
to
a
the
hot
person.
commodity.
If you knock me out of the game, that's what you get. We've got other bounty prizes.
We have several. I don't know exactly what they're going to be yet, but we'll have several bounty prizes.
Okay.
That you're going to put different bounties on a couple different people's heads.
One of them was a winner last year. We're going to have a bounty on him.
Oh, yeah, you got to have a bounty on that winner from last year. You got to have that.
But you get 100 people together to play cards, and we raised how much last year?
A little over 10,000.
I mean, that's huge.
That's a huge amount of money. Now, what inspired both of you to get involved to help raise money for first responders?
Well, the Police Officers Association of the state of Missouri named him Man of the Year. And we just kind of parlayed
Man
it.
of the year, you're not even a police officer.
He's the icon. He's the icon. No, but he's a great guy. Like I said, we just played cards at home a lot, and we were like, you know what, let's just do this. And we tried it, and Brookdale Farms is a great event. They've got a wedding barn, event barn. It's a beautiful venue for it. There'll be music playing, like you said, raffle items, 50-50. It's just a bunch of people getting together on a great day. Now, last year, we still got close to 100, but it was like 70 degrees. We're like, we're never going to get anybody. And the people came.
People are going to show up for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Texas Hold'em is a huge game, but I was just curious for someone like me who doesn't
You can play.
You
You
can
can do
still
it.
come out or be a spectator and
Absolutely.
kind of raffle and maybe participate in some silent auctions.
Tons of stuff to do for everybody, no matter what. And there is an age limit, though, right? 18?
18.
Yeah, you got to be 18.
You got to
to
be
play.
18 to come on out and hang out and enjoy the fun.
It's a blast. It really is a great time, even if you don't make it to the final table, which I won't. So
Well, you keep saying you won't. Maybe you will. Maybe this is like, a good little luck.
That's
Do
his
you make
play.
it pretty far
That's
too,
his
Chuck,
play.
when you play?
He always makes it further than I do.
that's not true.
Now, you guys have been friends for a while, right?
Long time.
Yeah,
long
over
time.
20 years.
Yeah.
Over 20 years of friendship, and you've turned this
I've
into...
known you for that long.
I know. I mean, I started out dancing, wearing a lot of glitter. But I guess I should touch on that just for people at home who don't know who Bo is. Bo is the big dog, Bo Matthews, the iconic fixture of New Country 92.3.
I've been there a while.
That's a great time. And you have the chrome vehicle that sits outside all the concerts.
Chrome Bowfoot, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all about having fun and getting together and having a good time. I see you at the concerts all the time.
I'm
with your
always
crew.
out there hanging out. I have to say hi to Bo because literally all my friends always want to go out, and if they haven't met you already, meet Bo. You know Bo, right? Let us meet Bo.
Let me pick up that name you just dropped.
I
Well,
know him.
No, seriously, thank you for having us on here. Because anybody, if you know where Six Flags is, you don't even have to go as far as Six Flags. You take 44 out to 109, go south to W, hang a left, and it's real easy to find. But you can
we
find
need
all
to talk
that.
about this because I'm sure there's a pre-registration and a registration. Those fees are probably different.
They are.
If someone right now knows they want to get involved, how can they pre-register?
You can go to newcountry923.fm. You can go on Facebook and search 2018 Big Dogs Poker Bash. It's going to take you right to it. Or go to Google and punch in 2018 Big Dogs, spelt like that, D-A-W-G. And that's not a temporary.
No, this is real. This is actually legit.
And it'll pop up. So you want to contact Chuck and Kim and get pre-registered because that'll save you a little bit of money.
Right.
Or show up the day of, which is Sunday, February 25th.
Right. So, and somebody can show up Sunday. What is the latest they could show up Sunday to participate?
We're going to have pre-registration from 12 to 1.
Okay.
With
And food.
lunch.
Yeah, food.
And then the tournament will start at 1:15.
1:15. So you got to get there before 1 if you're going to show up on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that way, if you want to pre-register, you can save a little bit of money that way, which is
Yeah, absolutely.
always a good time to do
We
it.
could so put a bounty on your head. You play.
See, here's the thing, though. I would be out instantaneously.
No,
I
that's
don't-
not true.
I'd be like, what do these cards mean? And
Beginner's luck. You'd probably win the whole thing. Don't come.
what do these cards mean? I don't know what any of this means.
No, if you love to play poker, Texas Hold'em is a great game, and we'd love to have anybody that wants to play. Bring your whole family out, 18 or over, but we'll have a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you were kind of skipping over the part where you raise money for a great cause because
Yeah.
it's such a fun event. You almost forget that you're raising money for a great cause.
Right. And a huge shout out to Fun Time Limousines, man. They really stepped up, and they are our title sponsor along with Realty Executives Premier. So it's just people working together to do good things.
I just love it. I love it when good people get together
Yeah.
to kind of raise money for other good people, and it kind of just makes it really good, fun experience.
It is. It's a
And
blast.
like you said, it's not that far out there, and you kind of help everybody else. Chuck, anything else we should know about this awesome event?
No, just come on out and have a good time. It's going to a good cause.
Just come out, have a good time. Maybe you can knock Bo out and get an extra
Miranda Lambert tickets.
Miranda Lambert ticket.
I get intimidated going to the casinos to play, but I love playing house games. So that's the feel that we really go for. It's really a house game experience, just a big one.
So you keep saying that, so I should feel comfortable even though I've never
Absolutely.
played showing up.
Absolutely.
But if I'm competitive, I should also feel good coming in there and maybe knocking everybody
You
out
could,
of the way.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, tell them one more time. When is it? Where is it? How can they register?
Sunday, February 25th. Gates open at noon to eat,
Correct.
and the
Pre-
game.
pre-sign up.
Yeah, and pre-sign up. You can show up. We do have to limit it to 125 players. So if you really want to reserve your seat, make sure you do that at newcountry923.fm. Click on the Bo Matthews blog. It'll take you right to where you need to be. And we're going to play cards.
You're going to play cards. And let me just say, don't forget to check out Bo on 92.3.
Thank you.
1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Every afternoon. Legendary. He's a legend. You got to listen. Thank you guys
makes me
for
laugh.
joining us. You are a legend.
You're the legend.
It's a big dog. It's my big dog, Bo Matthews.
Glitter girl.
You can always check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and drop us a line right here at The Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for The Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis. Bye.